Hey everybody, Joe Lowry. What a day. Happy Thursday. Thirsty Thursday. One more day until the weekend. Friday's almost here. You can taste it. Today's November 30th, and today is the last day of November. And it's also Stay at Home Because You're Well Day. That's right. Did you wake up feeling rested, feeling vigorous, and ready for the day? Well, then you're ready to celebrate Stay at Home Because You're Well Day. I guess this day is celebrated annually on November 30th. I hope you did just that. Well, the Bruins got back into the win column last night with a 3-2 victory over the Tampa Bay Lightning. Goals were scored by Charlie McAvoy, Riley Nash, Torrey Krug. That's all they needed. Tuukka Rask stopped 19 shots. He got the victory. Bruins are off until Saturday as they they travel to Philly to take on the Flyers. Celtics are home tonight facing the Sixers. Tip-off is at 7:30 p.m. While the New England Patriots put their 13-game road winning streak on the line this Sunday in Buffalo. The road winning streak dates back all the way to late last year. Currently, the Pats are 8-point favorites over the AFC East opponents. That'll probably most likely come down to 7 points by kickoff, which is at 1:05 p.m. And some hot stove rumors out of Yawkey Way have Boston Red Sox trying to get a deal going for slugging first baseman Jose Abreu of the Chicago White Sox. So far, nothing has been confirmed. In golf's Tiger Woods, who has not competed since 2014 due to back ailments and surgery, will get back into the swing of things, no pun intended, when he tees off at the Heroes World Challenge in Albany, Bahamas. I never knew there was an Albany, Bahamas. Wow. Well, with the bombshell news yesterday that Matt Lauer has been fired from NBC due to sexual misconduct allegations again, as the Today Show went on the air, Matt did issue a statement which was read by host Savannah Guthrie. This is the statement that was actually read by her. There are no words to express my sorrow and regret for the pain I have caused others by words and actions. To the people I have hurt, I am truly sorry. As I'm writing this, I realize the depth of the damage and disappointment I have left behind at home and at NBC. Some of what is being said about me is untrue or mischaracterized, but there is enough truth in these stories to make me feel embarrassed and ashamed. I regret that my shame is now shared by the people I cherish dearly. Matt goes on to say that repairing the damage will take a lot of time and soul searching, and I'm committed to beginning that effort. It is now my full-time job. The last 2 days have forced me to take a very hard look at my own troubling flaws. It's been humbling. I am blessed to be surrounded by the people I love, and I thank them for their patience and grace. Well, meanwhile, it's now being reported that several more women have come forward in regards to Matt Lauer's behavior. On ABC's Good Morning America this morning, a Variety magazine reporter told George Stephanopoulos that there will be more stories coming out proving that Matt Lauer has behaved inappropriately towards additional women. While the sexual abuse allegations hit Hollywood and beyond, there is no doubt that Matt Lauer is the most important, most prominent, most notable person to fall to these allegations. Shock, anger, and all types of emotions that come along with these types of situations prove relevant from yesterday on a grand scale. From Matt's fans, viewers, co-workers, former co-workers, people in the industry, this one really seemed to hit home more than others. This was the #1 story yesterday on all social media platforms. Wow. Anyways, moving on, Jim Nabors, who starred as Gomer Pyle on the Andy Griffith Show and actually had his own show, has died. Nabors died at his home in Hawaii on Wednesday night, a native of Alabama. Nabors also recorded more than 24 albums with a rich, operatic baritone voice that surprised those who were used to hearing Nabors exclaim, "Golly!" with a southern twang. They do all right, folks? For many years, Nabors sang "Back Home Again" in Indiana during the opening ceremonies for the Indianapolis 500. Jim Nabors was just 87 years old. Over on Wall Street, with the impending Senate tax vote that will make history, Wall Street stocks more than 350 points at the opening bell today, easily exceeding 24,000 for the first time ever. The Senate is expected to vote later on today, and if the upper bill chamber passes, the House and Senate would then have to work on a new bill so they can send to President Donald Trump. Now, the chances of this bill passing have increased since Senator John McCain said he would support it. As of right now, the Dow is way over 24,000 points. I think it's up over 300 points from yesterday. Well, former WWE Superstar World Champion Jack Swagger, who main evented WrestleMania back in 2013 and made the crowd do the Pledge of Allegiance before each match, is now trading the wrestling ring for the Octagon. Swagger, whose real name is Jack Hager, who went from main event to non-event status, asked the WWE for his release early this year, and it was granted. Hager, who said it warned him not to be able to compete, has an MMA background and has been training for quite some time. Most recently, he signed with Bellator, who have the reputation of building up stars slowly. Of course, his path to the Octagon has been taken before, most notably Brock Lesnar, and most recently with CM Punk. Well, it's more bad news for ESPN. The once prominent sports channel, ESPN, laid off 150 people behind the scenes yesterday. This is the third round of cuts over the past 2 years. Faced with declining subscriber base and increasing sports revenue costs, ESPN laid off about 300 employees. Many of them worked behind the scenes back in October 2015. Then in April, the network cut roughly 100 jobs. Now, with the reductions coming from BS stable of on-air talent and journalists, the round layoff that were announced yesterday will affect employees in studio production, digital content, and technology. Even though the layoff amount was larger than expected, it is small in comparison to the 8,000 plus employees still at the company. ESPN has gone from 100 plus million subscribers to a little under 87 million. That's down 13 million from its peak back in 2013. It was also announced that the evening edition of SportsCenter will be dropped from the ESPN news channel. I remember when ESPN was the only sports channel around. My times have changed. Well, with the Christmas season coming up, with Christmas coming up now in a few weeks and all sorts of holiday music channels popping up, I asked myself, what are some of the all-time Christmas songs? So to the Google I went, and I did some research. Now, did you know the best-selling Christmas song of all time is White Christmas by Bing Crosby? Yeah, I didn't know that. The most popular song is Nat King Cole's The Christmas Song, which I'll always know is Chestnuts Roasting on an Open Fire. And you want to know what the oldest Christmas song is here? Now, there is some debate on this. There is some confusion, as most Christmas songs are religious. But in 129, that's right, the year 129, a Roman bishop said that the song called Angel's Hymn was sung at a Christmas service in Rome. Wow, that's pretty cool. Lastly, what is the most covered Christmas song of all time? And it is Silent Night. That's right. That came out in the year 1818 and has been resung, re-recorded, recovered over 28,000 times. That is pretty good stuff, huh? Now you know. All right, folks. Well, that's going to do it for me on this Thursday. You know what comes next, right? Well, you got to visit my YouTube page at www.youtube.com/Joe Lowry What a Day. And what is it, folks? That's right. It's free. I hope everyone enjoys the rest of the Thursday. I'm Joe Lowry. What a day.